Internet Steve Lacy, Sid, and Martians discuss new music. When someone thinks of the late 2000s Los Angeles hip-hop crew-odd future, the first names that pop up are Tyler, the Creator, and Earl Sweatshirt, but another fellowship of creative minds Smrti started quietly gathering its own following. This is the story of an off-kilter soul band that emerged from that environment, breathing a fresh breath into R&B, the internet. Their first release, Purple Naked Ladies, came out in 2011 and already hinted at a sound that's a bit like the 1990s neo-soul refracted through today's internet-mediated sensibilities. Then, in 2014, 15-year-old guitarist and singer Steve Lacy joined the group, adding brighter chords, sampling, and a restless frontier feeling. Over the next decade, the band dropped 4 albums. Ego Death in 2015 and Hive Mind in 2018 carried its neurosoul aesthetic to broader audiences, turning the collective into a cult favorite for people craving something fresh and rhythmically witty. The internet sound has always been dreamy and an individual scratch at the vinyl record. But as the members come and go in pursuit of solo projects, their independent successes have shown just as bright as the collective. Now, at 28, Steve Lacy has his own imprint as a solo artist. In 2022, he exploded onto the charts with the viral TikTok track Bad Habit, which became the first ever TikTok-originated #1 on the Billboard singles chart. He's collaborating with the likes of SZA and Erykah Badu on his upcoming release, Oh Yeah, due on July 17. Meanwhile, Sid, now 34, has recently co-wrote Beyoncé's Plastic Off the Sofa for the Renaissance album, proving she's relevant to the top of the pop universe. She's slated to drop her own third solo album, Beard, the same day. These dates are just the tip of the iceberg. In a recent interview with Popcast, the New York Times online culture chat show, the three who made the internet famous spoke about their prior creative cohesion, their personal acts, and the fact that they are still finishing up new music as a band. They confirmed that they're aiming to release a 5th studio album next year, a move that many fans have been eagerly anticipating. What's notable is that all of them, Sid, Martians, and Lacy, are pushing the boundaries of modern discman. They keep blending at one-seemed impossible sounds. They're still rooted in R&B, but they also add breadth of harder beats, charismatic performance, and queered elements. Over the years they've riffed around the constraints of pop and hip-hop and whirled what will come next. One fascinating point from the interview was how the early Odd Future days were almost a social experiment for the members. The artists gravitated more towards genuine camaraderie than rhythmatic school. And yet, from that social context, music surely emerged. They did the thrill, the neo-soul aesthetic, the texture. Over time, that social energy birthed a new band that released tension and togetherness in a new style, and the result was the internet. The conversation on Popcast is an excellent reflection of their Pi Omicron Zeta Delta determinant of how this is projected as subversive and as a delightful awakening. They want their 5th album out soon, and they definitely want to bring together their evolved sound. So that's the music direction they're hoping to bring to the world. Each of them has grown, each continues to make new art, and they get the chance to keep the Shindola living close to the core each other. The timing is in July, a new chapter for each artist. That's the music world in the making right now. Thanks for listening. Tune in for the full discussion and keep an eye on the link for more details. %C thanks for listening, see you next time.